Hello, this is Lesley, Ormsby, psychic medium, teacher of spiritual and mystical things, and so much more. So part of that so much more is I do these monthly astrological reads and actually forecasts. So for the following month, of course, and this is for the sign of Aquarius, whether you are in, it's in your chart, it's in your chart for Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. So welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe now while I remember to say something, and click on the notification bell, because that will let you know when I upload stuff. So I do, I'm coming up to doing weekly forecast as well, starting next month and maybe a little bit earlier, depends on my workload for the rest of May. So I may start them a bit earlier. Also, if you're watching this on my Facebook page, and you like what I do, once again, like and or follow me on there. That'll be awesome. So, generally what I'll be posting up on, what I do on upload on YouTube, I will be posting up on Facebook. However, most of these are going to be mostly on YouTube. As I build this channel, so I would really appreciate your help and support. So I want to thank those who have already subscribed to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And also for those who are following me and or like my Facebook page, please leave me a comment and or a like or a thumbs up, and let me know if there's something that you would like me to do or touch base on, or if there's something you want me to talk about and some sort of subject. So I am doing some other work with the dragons, some dragon energies that on Facebook at the moment. So yeah, have a check that page out. So I'm going to do some more work with them. Okay, cool. On that journey. So anyway, let's get going, because that's my blurb for today for you. So anyway, with each sign, and I will, before I start, I will tune in, check in with what each sign wants to talk about and has in messages or guidance and direction for this following month for you, with the forecast of the energy that could be that you could be experiencing. So that's how it works for me, and I do like a little bit of a meditation or visualization that bring through something for me. It could be a word, it could be some vision. So for you, I saw like a new energy, dragon energy, that's coming through that are working with me. They've been here all my life, but they've started to come forward or closer to me to bring through messages as we go through an amazing time. And this one is, her name is Shiva, or Shiva, and some might say it, Shiva, but I heard it as Shiva. And she's come through, and she actually did give me a bit of a shiver, is in the energy, like energy changing or goosebumps sort of thing. So, but it wasn't. But her purpose is is coming through is about. Oh gosh, where's she going now? Shift, change. Gold. Okay, so I'm hearing golden. So she came to view, showed me herself as a gold dragon in golden colors, and also where is she going? With white in her main area. So there's, for me, because she's showing me those colors. What I'm feeling is like the gold. I'm hearing a new era, gold era, new era, and the white is there's protection or some sort of clearing and protection around you, and or the energy that's around you. So I'm just seeing white light energy. So and around because there's a change of energy basically when we're coming into a new energy. So you may feel or sense a lot, or see a lot of like gold around you, and or a lot of white light or white energy around you. That's just helping you also, because we're moving into this new energy, you see, energy of the age of Aquarius is, in that sort of sense. if that makes sense to you. Some of you might not get it, and that's okay. That's fine. It may not be your buzz, and that's all good. But just know that the energy is changing, because we're all, it's happening with all of us, whether we like it or not. Something is moving, and to different degrees of energy change depending on where we are. So that's kind of where they're going with that. So I just felt like I needed to share that with you, and because this energy is helping us with our vibration. Okay, and you might be wondering, like I'm saying, our vibration and our all the time is like because when I one of my strongest senses an empath, so I will feel things. So you will notice that I talk as though I am the sign of whatever sign that I'm working with. So I'm actually a Gemini, and I'm an air sign too. So, and you may be very strong with yours as well. So anyway, some of you will, like I say, will understand that. So I just want to start because I just like. I'm like, it's really interesting, the shuffling. I just don't want to stop yet with this one, actually. And I'm being drawn to start with these sacred red deck cards, that's why. Okay, so shuffle those other ones enough, and so there'll be one that will come out here. It's like, that's it, there we go, faith. Okay, this is where they're going with that, is having faith, okay? With that gold and that white, because sometimes in the white energy around, sometimes when I talked about protection, is like protecting ourselves that from our own thoughts. That's where they're going with that, because sometimes we're ear, we go in our head, your ear, we're ear, we go in our head, and we can overthink things and turn things into something that actually it's not even, and add on to it. So watching your thoughts and your words and your actions, okay? And there are some life challenges out there with some of yous. It's like, well, we're all going through a life challenge, but with different things, of course, and you may be overthinking things. And what I'm hearing about is like communication as well. So they're looking at they're talking about you taking a look at how you communicate in May, because this energy, like you may be feeling my energy, and notice I'm talking a little bit quicker, and that is because the energy is building up, and like because you've been in your head for the last couple of weeks and this last month, and things have evolved, it's like you're just ready and rearing to get going. So they're just saying to keep that because they're talking about momentum, it's getting into this momentum, but it's like just watching the energy that you like with this energy is watching what you're saying, okay? Watching what you, keeping an eye on what you're communicating with two people, like with tone, what you're saying, how you're doing it, because some people are not really ready to run with things at the moment in the speed that you may be looking at running into with this, with this energy that's in May. So I'm recording this today, and it's the Friday, the 1st of May, 2020 in New Zealand. And so, and it's like now, it's like not everybody can keep up with it, and or start with it and that sort of thing. But because it's just like, oh God, it's like, okay, just like slow down. And I feel like it's it's a really cool place to be at, but it's like just be mindful, okay. Because I'm hearing about about how you assert your power or your energy, okay. Oh, funny, but it's also having faith, because I just feel like because there's that feeling like your faith has switched or changed since you've been in here, and it's like you've got more of a plan for some of yous. So this is some of you, there's more of a plan of and a knowing of where you're going. So there's some new beginnings, okay, because number 1 is it's number 12 in this deck. Okay, and you're flowing upstream, or you're flowing or going with your flow, wherever your flow is, because see, there's one fish going in one direction, one fish, going in another direction on this picture. So it's having faith in the direction that you're going or you're wanting to go, but it's being mindful of the energy that you're putting out there, because not everybody is into it like you are. So you may have to, just be aware of that. It's because I'm hearing like you may need to or have to adapt, adapt things to allow people to move, keep moving, keep their momentum, like build them up, inspire them, but not force them. It's about finding a way to reach them, to keep them, where they're going with, like that, motivated is, I kind of want to use that, but I don't want to use that, but for keep them motivated, or switch their way of thinking around, and the way, it's like bringing them on board, but taking into account that they are not in the same energy as you, so you may need to adapt things, okay, and to keep them involved, but also to keep you involved or engaged in what it is that you're going to do. So, and then number 2 is, because this too is about relationships, so which is what we're talking about, is building relationships with others, is and somebody might be coming in, somebody might be going out, but it's really about relationships and how we respond to or react, whichever word you like. I like to use respond. Sometimes there is a reaction though to others, and this is where they were going with that second part of that explanation. So faith, so keep the faith in yourself and in the people who work for you or are around you, and in your space, as depending on what is going on for you, with you in your life. Like I say, it could be relationships, could be work, could be business, it could be study, it could be a project that you're working on and with your business and bringing people in. Not everybody is getting it, but that's all right. You just need to have faith in yourself and where you're going, in your plan or your goal. Okay. Whew. That was really, really exhausting. I think I need a drink out of that after that one. So it's just like keeping that momentum. So, and you see, this is what the Ace of Swords has come out, and this is what it's about. There's and this is you. Like the faith is you. It's really like it's like you're leading the way, you're going the way, but it's about leading. For a lot of you, not all of you are going to get this exact message in this way, but you may be able to like see it in another way and interpret into your life in the way that you have, and how it will fit within you, for you. So well, there's definitely a new way of thinking. So the old order changes with the sword. So there's something that comes out, and it's like you get it. It's like boom. This is why you've gotten this energy here, and this is why they're saying like have faith in what you're doing. And what you've got, because they're showing you something. Something is being shown to you, Aries, and it's like, and that's why you're able to run with it, because you've got it. You figured it out. It's like, hallelujah, I know I've got it. And I have to say, there's a similar thing that happened to me a couple of weeks ago, and it's like, I know, because there's like these little like breadcrumbs of clues and things have been coming up, and you're like, okay, I can't really run with it yet, but I know there's something coming. I'm just going to like put it out there and wait for the right information to come along before I get it. And in between that, you've been processing, and which is why you have this faith. And it's important to hold on to that faith, even when things like and throughout May may not seem like they're going smoothly, but just know that something in the background is happening, but it's keeping on doing what you need to do, but having faith in that, and and how you communicate with people, and yourself on saying that. So there's something that changes, and it's almost like there's something out of the blue that's come with you to help you, which changes the way that you're thinking up here and the way that you communicate with people. It's like, and to get through the challenges that you have been through and are going to go through. Because, it never stops. Something happens, comes up, and it's just like we just get better at dealing with it, because we have the faith, we have the tools, we have the knowledge to help out maneuver and, and find solutions, basically. Anyway, so the Seven of Pentacles. So so there's something that comes up, because the Pentacles is typically around about money, or career, work, financial health, and all that sort of stuff. And grounding as well, because it's Earth. So there may be an element of something might you might need to stop and ground yourself along the way, but it happens. Yeah, okay, ground yourself. Throughout the month is to remind yourself about grounding yourself when you're feeling a little bit out there, because the Seven of Pentacles comes up, and so there's a time that's going to come up where you may need to feel like you need to decide. There's a decision to make, but I'm hearing like you're going to do it, because it's like it's about finding balance, because the Justice card has come up, and she's about finding balance, and that's within life between you know, it's like, oh, what's the theme? Is, yeah, a balance. Yeah, finding balance. So you may need to like weigh up, you know, there's a weighing up of things about, you know, and I'm hearing it's not so much like what is right or what is wrong, but it could be in the sense that, you know, what will work better and what will not, you know. And it may be that you might like what will work better like right now, but won't work better right now. But will, you know, but what it will work more so in the way that you're thinking originally later on when things are running, you know, are going smoothly. So there's that sort of thing, but and it's like really staying in there, and then, but you know, we can have. And it's like going, you're balancing that energy up. So this is why they're talking about like keeping grounded, and so you're like making logical decisions, but also making them from a heart space, but in weighing it up with balance, basically, and definitely not with emotion, because sometimes we can, you know, often we can run too. We can make decisions just based on emotion and cock things up. So and I'm saying that it depends on what the emotion is about, but definitely like find that balance, because that's what she's talking about here. Because if you're just listening, you know, with emotion, if we just make, because they're just talking, if you just work with the emotional side of it, you're probably going to like muck things up because you're not listening to all the other elements, okay, and finding that balance within it. So which is why it's like a balanced mind found through logic. Okay, or a balanced decision, balancing, you know, found through logic. Okay. And so see, she's sitting in her crown. There's a spiritual side there, the people, which is people. So there's, you know, there's balance in there, and she's grounded. There's with the red in there, but she's also got that yellow, you know, that red, yellow, gold background, and the yellow, you know, dress on. So she's in that balance. She's, you know, balancing. That's what that's what I mean about that. And there is yellow in the background, so the sun is shining, because I'm seeing that as bright light, sun shining, you know, out in the background as well. So it's not just based on emotion, okay? And there's an owl in there, so that talks to me, you know, the owl is about wisdom, you know, and knowledge. There's that, you know, that knowledge within us, but the wisdom, you know, the wise part of us as well. And everything's not just up in the air. Okay, cool. So, so she's really thought about this. You know, she's really thought about this, because she's had it, you know, in the one hand she's got the sword, and the other hand she's got the scale. So she's found balance, finding balance and found balance. So you will probably find yourself through through the month having to make some decisions. Oh gosh, look at that, King of Swords. Oh my gosh. So I feel like that's you. You know, Aries, because I mean the swords is typically, you know, is an air sign, of course, you know, and you are an air sign, so Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. So it could be somebody, you may have another Aquarian that's in your life that's the king of, you know, comes in with the swords, and you know the King of Swords he is an authoritative figure, but he is firm but fair. So that could be you. That could be somebody that's around you that you might need to be taking up that, or looking at, you know, adopting that sort of energy or feeling, you know, and remembering that part of you. But I do feel like, because that's what this whole theme is about, is being, you know, being an authoritative figure, but being firm but fair. Okay. I don't think I need to talk about anything else about that one, because it's pretty much come through this reading. So, and see, he too is sitting in his throne. And he's got the purple and the blue, so his, you know, in the grounding with the cushion, you know, under his feet. So it's like this month I feel like, but there's freedom, because I'm seeing butterflies in the background. They just draw me to the freedom as well, the butterflies in the background and on the throne. So yeah, and I feel like by the end of the month you'll have, you know, there's it's just going to be an amazing journey, because you will have figured it out. So even if you are a female energy, it may mean with the King of Swords, it could be you. It may be, because like I say, it could be that you may be needing to bring in that sort of energy to, you know, for that leading in that way. as well. And but yeah, okay, that's all I feel like I need to say. There's nothing like but there's no buts. That's it. And I just feel like that's it. There's no buts. I'm like blah 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 blah. It's like, okay, that's really cool. I'm like, because there's a butterfly on his heart, so that's freedom. So there's, and even if you're not in business or something, but it's like, it could be like in the home, that you are needing to, or find that leadership role that's coming within the home, with people in your family, like the whānau, the wider, or the community within a group that you're within. It could be that you're a counsellor or something like that. I don't know, where you lead a team within your job, or like I said, it's not necessarily a business or or work or anything like that as such. But that's pretty cool. And this is because, and then the last card that came out is the Hermit, okay? And it's like, and I just, and then I feel like there's a part of you that throughout the month, even though with this going on, the Hermit is about, going inward, looking within, and to help you like move through that. And it's like weighing up, what works, is at the same time as it's looking at the bigger picture when we go in about what works for us, and how, and observing what the outside world is. And it's not just what works for us, but what will work for others as well, to help, like we're going back into the earlier on what was spoken, to help others raise the bar for themselves, no matter what star sign they are, or astrological sign, or who they are. It's like, which is part of this leadership role and part of this faith, part of the whole thing, really. Anyway, this is a really amazing energy for you for next month, into stepping into yourself in another way, or raising the bar for yourself, or doing whatever it is for you, or finally getting what it is and understanding what it is that you need to go and do for you, like I say, with whatever is coming up for you. You'll know what that is. Cool. Anyway, that's all I have for you right now, Aquarius. Have an amazing month of May 2020. I wish you all the best. Yeah, love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement and adventure. And I'll see you at the end of May, beginning of June. God bless you. Bye for now.